Hello, friends. Thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just making sure that it looks okay and that my YouTube doesn't crash. And yeah, that's awesome. And I think I saw a couple of people here that I haven't seen in a while, which is amazing. So hey, I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC. Let me just fix this because I'm showing. There, let's try that. I just want to. So I'm watching up here. Okay, that was good. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And it's my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for live for Monday night, November the 16th. This is where you get Canucks insight that's positive and timely. Right off the bat, thank you for being here. Monday nights now, I've been doing this for the last month. It's going well. It actually fits better with my schedule, although I'm not bowling, but I'll get to that in a second. But right off the bat, I want to invite you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, I think you have, that's why you're here. I want to invite you to like the video if you haven't liked it already. I appreciate that, as always. And I always say, whether you're in my hometown of Richmond, in Steveston, in the same city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. I know that you could be doing anything else right now, so I certainly never ever take you for granted. And I'm just grateful for this chance for us to kind of hang out, be good looking, be positive together, and talk about whatever's going on in the world, including the Vancouver Canucks. So I don't want to give you a complete rundown of my vlog, my channel for the past week. You guys can do that yourself. But I did vlog today about the new reverse retro jerseys, which I'm sure we'll talk about. I vlogged about Elias Pettersson being ranked number 16 out of 20 on the top 20 center list by NHL.com. I think it could be 14, but I don't have any problems with the 16th ranking. And been doing well, studying a lot. I went bowling with my son Jacob yesterday. That was a lot of fun. He beat me 3 out of 5 games. That doesn't mean I won 2. We actually tied 1, so it was 3, 1, and 1. So that was good. And I've been studying a lot, like I said. I've been losing a couple pounds, not a lot, but a couple pounds as I've been doing some intermittent fasting, as you guys know. So again, just the water, no Pepsi as always. And yeah, my fantasy team lost. I sucked this week because Deshaun Watson had trouble in the snow, and then Dalvin Cook got held in check tonight, which I thought that he would get me, so I lost by 4 points. So I dropped to 8-2 in my NFL fantasy league. So still at top, but only a game ahead of 2 guys at 7-3. So I got to try and hold them off, and hopefully have a bounce back week next week. All right, that's enough. Let's get to your comments right away, and then we will go from there. HSM Fangirl Gaming, hey Clay, when do you think we will hear about the start date for the NHL season? They're hoping last Thursday, but I think they're moving towards that. But I think if we need to hear in the next 2 weeks. So the next 2 weeks puts us at the exact end of November. I think we will probably want to hear by the end of next Friday. So that'll be the date of the 27th. So let's say within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. If they want to do January 1, they got to do that. Some people thinking January 10, January 15, whatever. I vlogged about it, but whatever it is, they're going to have to get some news out, and as I expect them to do over the next 2 weeks. Justin, President Trump cured COVID. There's a vaccine coming soon, so the NHL should have normal full season. Justin, I think we're still a little while away from that, but I like your optimism. Andrew, I love the reverse retro Canucks jersey. The new West Coast Express will be reborn. Andrew, thanks for that comment. Yeah, I vlogged about it today. It is indeed the 2001 to 2006 alternate jersey, the gradient red and blue jersey, made famous by Naslund, Bertuzzi, and Morrison. The West Coast Express, the Sedins were just starting off in their second and third years in the league. And I looked up the stats. The West Coast Express was crazy. In the 2002-2003 season, Naslund had 105 points, Bertuzzi had 90 points, and Morrison had 70 points. So 250 points between the 3 players on that top line is pretty sweet. I don't mind it. I like the Kings one. I like the Nordiques one, the Avalanche one. I thought those were good. I think the Montreal Canadiens one looked sharp. I can't stand the Anaheim Mighty Ducks one. And the Vancouver Canucks one was just fine. I know a lot of people wanted the skate jersey, but I think they got a lot of play from the skate jersey last year. So I was actually fine with it, and I think it'll look sharp once the players are in it, in the jerseys, and once they're on the ice. But I would love your comments as well. Alfred, hi Clay, it's been a while, but I'm here. I hope you and your family are doing well. Thank you, Alfred. We are well, and I hope you are well as well. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate when you're here, Alfred. Hearing the NHL season would start sometime in January What would your magic number be for the number of games this season? For me, it'd be 48, like the last abbreviate season. I've heard anywhere from 48 to 70. I've heard 56. 56 makes sense if you do all Canadian division. That means you play. Actually, the one I'm talking about, there's only 6 other teams you can play because there's 7 Canadian teams. A 48 would work because then you play each Canadian team 8 times. That seems like a lot, actually. So maybe the Canadian division is only to start off the year. I know they're still got to figure all that out. But yeah, I've heard anywhere from 48 to 70 games. But no matter what, they got to be done by July 15 so they can be done the Stanley Cup. NBC can cover the Olympics, and then they start with a full season in the fall. Alfred, now that it's possible there will be a Canadian division for the season, how would the league lay out a format for the upcoming season Stanley Cup playoffs? Alfred, I think whatever they do with divisional realignment, let's say there's a Canadian division, then there's a Western division, right, with the 3 California teams and Vegas and Arizona and all those guys. And then there's going to be like a Northeast division that's, or whatever you call it, that's going to have all the Pittsburgh and the New York teams. And then there's going to be like the other division that has basically Central to East, including the Florida teams and Columbus and all those guys. I think no matter what the divisional alignment is, then they still break them off into 2 halves, 2 conferences, West and East, and then you still play down that way. You need 4 division winners to go down 2 conference winners to 1 Stanley Cup champion. So let's not get tied up into who's in what division, but it has everything to do with, I think, the divisional realignment itself. That's how I would award a Stanley Cup champion. Oliver, hey Clay, hope you had a great weekend and a successful night of bowling yesterday. Thank you, Oliver. It was fun. Remember, we're not in league right now. Leagues are shut down for a couple weeks, but Jacob and I went, same bubble, of course. Jacob and I went, we had fun. But he's a lot better than I am. What player on the new Canucks jersey are you thinking of getting? Ooh, great question, Oliver. If you saw my Canucks jersey vlog from Saturday, you know that I have the core 4 right now. I have Besser, Pettersson, Horvat, and Hughes in the 50th season skate jersey. I think at this point, if I'm projecting ahead, I'm likely getting a Demko, a JT Miller, or maybe Nate Schmidt, actually, because we know we have him for another 4 or 5 years. JT Miller for a few more years. Demko, I think, is going to be our goalie for a long time. So I think I get one of those 3 guys, Demko, Schmidt, or Miller. And Gaudette, Virtanen, not sold yet. Maybe I wait a year and get Podkolzin or Hoglander, but I want to see what number, we can kind of guess, but I want to see what number they might wear when they get here. But yeah, let's say if it was a forward, it would be JT Miller. If it was a defenseman, it would be Nate Schmidt. And if it was a goalie, it would be Thatcher Demko. Lori, hi Clay. Hello Lori, nice to see you. I think you came over here from Twitter, which is cool. Thank you. At Canuck Clay, for anyone who wants to follow me on Twitter. Karen, the Nav Batia super fan of the Canucks. Hey Clay, how's it going? Karen or Karan, forgive me for pronouncing it both ways, but thank you. I have huge respect for Nav, and he's done some really cool things for the Toronto Raptors. But yeah, I like to think that I represent the Canucks and the Canucks fans, represent them well by being knowledgeable, by being creative, and by being good looking, all those things. But thank you, Karan. We'll go with Karan. But if it's Karen, I apologize. And if it's either one of those, then I got the other one wrong. I apologize. But thank you for the very, very kind words. Edmund, hey Clay, I kind of like the reverse retro jersey. I might get one in December myself. Yeah, if you got a couple $100 to spend, go for it, Edmund. I think that'll be cool. Tyrant, yo, I love your vids. Tyrant, yo, I love the fact that you love my vids. Thank you. And yeah, I like it when you say yo, because it makes me feel younger. Petter Hughes, the issue with the COVID vaccine is some people are hesitant on taking it because of potential side effects. And there are a lot of negative comments on the YouTube videos about it. Yeah, Petter Hughes, there's going to be a lot of time to comment and a lot of debate for sure. A lot of people are looking at it as a savior, of course, and for a way for us to get back to normal, protect their family members, whatever it may be. But there's going to be a lot of issues still, and a lot of things to work out. I've never seen this before. Lefty all around. Message deleted by the Google moderator team. Well, just so you know, Lefty, that's not me, because I don't have a Google moderator team, but it's interesting. I've never seen that before. I wonder what you typed. I don't know if you want to try typing it again, or maybe not. That's why it got deleted. Lori, yay for positivity. Of course, Lori, you and me both. Lefty all around. Hats off to Tyler Mott, who will get 18 goals this season based on a full season. Yeah, it won't be a full season, but extrapolated, he could get 18 goals. I love Tyler Mott, and as you guys know, I've been advocating for that he gets a shot on the third line. I love to see a Gaudette, Mott, maybe it's for Tannen or whoever else is on the right side, depending on what the top six looks like. But yeah, I'd love to see Mott get a chance on the third line. I think he's got a lot more offensive ability than we give him credit for, that he's had a chance to show. TFK Louie, hey Clay, hope you're doing well. I can't stay for your stream tonight. Just want to pop in and say hi to you and the community before I head out. Have a great session, folks. Well, thank you, Louie. Not sure if you're still here to hear the thank you, because I'm already 7 minutes behind, but thank you for that, and I appreciate you even taking the time to pop in. Nick, I really like the grade 8 jersey. Might get one of Besser's name on it. Yeah, Nick, that's cool. Nick, you were the one who, in my Ask Me Anything yesterday, you asked about my opinion, right? About getting a Besser jersey. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. He'll be around for a while. Don't listen to all those rumors. Lefty all around. Who are your wrenches? I don't even know what does wrenches mean. Lefty, I'm not that cool, so you're gonna have to spell out what that means for me. I use wrenches, but I don't know what it means to have one. I don't know if that's good or bad. Edmund, what you think of the NBA offseason moves, like Chris Paul getting traded, even as late, hearing blockbuster trades is fun to see, and you think Seahawks will make the playoffs. Okay, NBA, we hear James Harden wants out of Houston now. NBA, more than any other league, is if you're a star player, you can force your hand, force the team's hand. It's a totally player-driven league, and that's why there's a lot of exciting moves in the NHL. In the NBA. Do you think the Seahawks will make the playoffs? Well, they're not leading the division anymore, right? It's going to be tough. Russell Wilson, he's got to be a little sharper, but his defense, that defense got to help them out a little bit. So I still think they will, even if they don't win the division. Hopefully they'll get one of the 2 wildcard spots, but won't be easy, that's for sure. Fillmore, some say the retro jerseys look like a Sprite can. I have not heard that before, and now I can't unsee it anymore in my head. So thank you very much, Fillmore. Dexter, the Ducks jersey is so ugly. I agree, but Dexter, my son Sean likes it. I don't know why, but he does. But yeah, I agree with you, Dexter. Robert, hey boss. Hey boss. Hope all is well. Can't wait for the new parody songs. Thank you. Yes, someone asked me in my Ask Me Anything. Kevin Tulak asked me, and I think I will do one. As much as I say I won't, it's hard for me to get away from them. Do you think I'm too old to do these parody songs though? Do you think they're going to try and sign another defense or right wing? Yeah, I don't think they're done, Robert. We've seen all the big money go basically to all the big names. There's a few other names out there like the Hoffmans, the Hamaneks, the Vatmans, the Duclairs. Those are the 4 guys that I think the Canucks should look at. But I wouldn't be surprised if they got one more move. It would necessitate moving some money, but I think that they still have one move in them. I just don't know who. But those are the 4 guys I've talked about at length: is Hamanek, Vatanen on D, and Hoffman or Duclair. Hoffman a little pricey, attitude problems. Duclair would look really good next to Horvat for sure. Fangirl Gaming, if an NHL team were to relocate, who would relocate and why? Arizona always a possibility. I don't think Florida does well at the gate either. So you think of any of the teams in the southern states that aren't doing well. Tough to say, but it's always a money issue. Alfred, my family and I are doing well. That's awesome, Alfred. I'm glad you guys are. Filmer, Sharks might leave San Jose in a few years because Google wants to expand in downtown and SAP Center might get affected. I did not know that, Filmer, and we know that you live down there, so thanks for that. I have been in the San Jose Sharks Arena. You guys know that. I've told that story incessantly about meeting, going to the 2019 All-Star Game and meeting Elias Pettersson. You guys know that. You guys also know that on the same night I met Gary Bettman, and I was horrified to learn that Bettman is taller than me. Which kind of makes sense, actually, because every time Bettman's standing next to hockey players, they're huge, and they stand on skates, right? So they make Bettman look even smaller. Nick, hey Clay, this is old news, but then again, there's no news. There's no new news. That's true. Which free agent departure was the most painful for the Canucks? It depends what you mean, Nick, by painful. If you're talking about on the ice, I'm very confident in Thatcher Demko, but Jacob Markstrom's going to be hard to replace, at least right off the bat. I think Tyler Toffoli brought something. Some would argue, we made the playoffs basically without him, or we were doing fine without him until Besser got hurt. Yeah, but that's still a guy that I would like. But I think, yeah, Stetcher's good, although he's not really a difference maker. I think the biggest departure, the most painful one, would be Tyler Toffoli because of how much strong. Top six with Toffoli in there, then we're not even talking about Jake Virtanen or Louis Eriksson. So a top six with Toffoli in there sounds a lot stronger. So that's the one I'll go with. It certainly wasn't Oscar Fantenberg. Arcel, hey Clay, how's your day? It was great. Thank you, Arcel. I hope yours was good as well. Got 2 videos out and I did a full work day, did some studying. So that was good. Hope everything's well. I am indeed and hope you are as well, Arcel. Lori, I miss hockey. You and me both. Peter Hughes, in the NBA, James Harden rejected a $50 million a year contract extension that was like 60% of the entire NHL salary cap. Yeah, NBA, their salary cap per team is like $105 million. And I'm not sure if they have, they don't have a franchise player designation like NFL, but I think they have a luxury tax. I'm not sure how it works, but yes, NBA players make a lot more than NHL players for sure. All right, so what do you think about having to pay Markstrom and Levo and company like 8 times this year? Oh, play them, not pay them. Also, what do you think about them stealing our skate jersey colors as well? They're so jealous of us. Yeah, I'm not worried about Levo and even Tana, but yeah, Markstrom will be tricky, but I think we'll be just fine. He's not unbeatable, and Canucks skaters, especially shooters, should know a little bit about him. Of course, he knows a little bit about our skaters and shooters as well. And yeah, the Calgary, it's interesting. They have that V at the bottom of their sleeves, and especially the middle part in our black and red and yellow colors. Yes, they wouldn't know an original idea if it came up and slapped them upside the head. Edmund, last time I missed your stream, I was preparing for a job interview. I'm happy I got the job. Edmund, congratulations. So anytime you need to miss a stream to concentrate on important life stuff, I'll understand. Peter Hughes, I think Pietrangelo was the one who deleted your message after he got deked by Mott. That's pretty funny. Nahal, hey Clay, what are your thoughts on the new retro jersey? Nahal, I vlogged about it today. I think it's fine. I wasn't surprised they didn't do the skate because I think it got some play last year with the 50th season. I think it's fine. The gradient brings back the West Coast Express years, 2001, 2006. Pretty successful time for the Canucks, at least in the regular season. And I think it's going to look really good on the ice, the blue-green on the ice. I think it's going to look really good, actually. And I think people that don't like it right now, sure, maybe it wasn't as bold as, say, some other teams. But I think as soon as they see their favorite players skating around in them, scoring goals in them, I think people are going to like them. So I like them. I think they're fine. And my son Sean and I were talking today earlier if we're going to get one or not. I'm sure we will. Maybe we'll split one, although if we get a medium size, it'll look big on him and it'll look small on me, because I'm so, there we go. Yes. Hot Take Hockey. Hi, Clay. Hello, John. Hope you are well. Why are you up so late all the time, man? I hope the Hawks can turn it around. Defense and O-line is hard to watch, and we need Carson back. Yeah, they are a different team without Chris Carson in the backfield. That is for sure. And yeah, the defense is bad, and the offensive line is even worse. I'm surprised Wilson. Thank goodness he's very durable and he's very creative. Definitely in the backfield. Nahal, the Ducks one looks like a kid was drawing on a jersey. Yes, I would not disagree with that. Oliver, sorry I have to go, Clay. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. No problem, Oliver. You got your priorities straight. That's fine. Not offended, but thanks for being here. Robert, not too old to do parodies. You and Marie are amazing. Why, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Yeah, Marie's 10 years younger than I am, so if I'm 46, I won't say her age, but anyone with good math skills should be able to figure that out. We've known each other for 20 years now through church, and I absolutely love working with her. She can, the cool thing is, I've talked about this before, the coolest thing is I'll email her the lyrics. She may have practiced it in the car on the way over. She may not. And the very first time that Marie sings these cheesy lyrics that I make up, the very first time she sings them to a Bruno Mars song or to a Michael Jackson song or to a Backstreet Boys or Adele or whatever we do, Katy Perry, it's amazing. It's the coolest thing ever. And she can make anything sound good, as you can imagine. Just like if I was to sing, I could make anything sound bad. No, might as well draw Donald Duck on the jersey. Yeah, it looks like someone tried to do that. Lori, never too old to do parody songs. They are fire. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Dexter, you should do a reverse retro jersey tier list for a video. You know, Dexter, that's a really good idea. Those tier list videos, I know they need those some editing, right? Because I think it looks better when you can see them all on the screen and you can see the tiers. And as you know, that's not really my thing. If I was to do that, I'd probably get my boys to help me edit, but I wouldn't want to take away from their studying or their ministry time. So, and I'm not sure if someone would want me to verbalize 31 jersey and just go like that. But, you know, there's a thought, but I know I put the Kings and Colorado Avalanche / Quebec Nordiques at the top for sure. Great idea, Dexter. I hope you're doing well, man. Nahal, your songs are great. Thank you, Nahal. I appreciate that. Edmund, also, I think NHL players can force their way out, not as easily as compared to the NBA. Like big names I remember were Heatley and Kessler. Yes, but those are usually the exception as opposed to the rule. I don't know if hockey players are more humble, if they simply don't make as much. The culture isn't like that. Whatever the difference is, yeah, we certainly don't see it as much. Dexter, Chara beside Bettman was funny. Yes, that was. It's like the movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Reels, hey, what's up, Clay? Hey, what's up, Reels? Glad you're here. Now, Clay, what is your favorite jersey of all time? The black skates, the flying skate on black. Truly, that's why I really liked it when it came out for the 50 season, and I had to scoop one. Although my good friends Debbie and Christian bought that for me. Nahal, do you think Besser will be better than Toffoli? Yep, I think he's got the potential. I think Toffoli's a second line winger. I think Besser has the potential to be a first line winger. So I do think Besser can be better than Toffoli. But Toffoli was good. Gershbad, I think Canucks have a good fit for Mikael Granlund with Horvat and Pearson, but I get he's expensive. Yeah, but he's definitely on the downside of his career. So I've always thought Granlund was good, especially when he was with Minnesota. So I'd be open to that for sure. Hot take, hockey says Rios hype. Yes, because Rios, what's up? Yeah, oh. See, I'm so not cool. I don't even know what that means. 2 words and one word, hype, and I'm not sure if that means about Rios, about me, or about everyone in here. Arsenal, I wouldn't be so sure, Clay, about Besser sticking around for a while. His qualifying offer is 7.5. Yes, it is. And I don't think they'd want to pay him 7.5 a year after his contract ends. Well, Arsenal, that's fair, but I want to see how he does in the next 2 seasons for sure. The 7.5 million contract could be saved for Petey Hughes, Demko, Podkolzin, and the other studs we get. Indeed, but you don't sign Besser, and then you're looking for a top 6 winger again. So there's a lot of other contracts that are coming off the books prior to that. Beagle, Eriksson, Roussel, Sutter, Edler, so there Pearson. So there's a lot coming off. So I think they'll have the money. It just matters if they want to spend it. Edmund, one thing about Markstrom is that he's not very durable, in my opinion. Yeah, I think we start to see that a little bit this season. A couple of injuries, including one in the playoffs. So that's fair. Dexter, what's with all the Canucks players who give me recognition leaving? Who give me recognition and then they leave. First, Madden, who signed my jersey in Victoria, and then Toffoli, who read my question after hours. That something's wrong with me. Well, Dexter, I think you have to go after some other players, your bottom 6 players, and see if you can work your magic that way. Gershbad, Canucks should bring back the flying V jersey in blue and green. I'd vote for that. I think that would look pretty cool. The flying V in blue and green. I'd be up for that. Just had to adjust something in my office here. Dexter, let's hope Quinn Hughes doesn't leave. He threw me a puck. Oh no, great, Dexter. Thanks a lot. If he does leave, it's all your fault. Rio says common Dexter or come on Dexter. I'm not sure. Justin, what are your thoughts on the Flames reverse retro jerseys and some Canucks fans crying foul on them looking at the Canucks flying skate jersey? The off-season invasion of the Flames is complete. Yeah, I think it's a funny coincidence. I think it's funny that Canucks fans are all over them. And as I mentioned earlier, the Flames retro jersey, it's okay. I wasn't a big fan of that jersey when they wore it last decade. So I think it's just okay. Also, I have a Kawhi jersey and he left. I feel you. Dexter, I'll have to ask a few Canucks with bad contracts to give me some recognition so they can leave. Yep, absolutely. You know what you must do, Dexter. Lori, Calgary Canucks was trending on my Twitter feed for a while. What do you think of that name, Clay? Yeah, Lori, I among many people, were using that at the second week of October when they signed Markstrom and then Tanev and then Josh Levo. So I've heard it before, and yeah, I think it's cute for a bit, but it'll get old pretty fast. Peter Hughes, Clay, do you ever feel sad about the fact that AHL players in their 30s are considered old? And you're older than them. I'm in my 30s and I feel depressed about hearing that. No, you know, it's funny. I do think about that age thing a little bit because my son Sean is 19. So he's the age where guys would be drafted. So when we were at the draft last year at Rogers Arena, it was me and Sean, 2019 draft. Those were his, that was his crop. That was his year, 2001 kids that were getting drafted. So basically I made the point that, haha, Sean, you could be one of those guys if you ever played ice hockey. You gotta learn how to skate first. Or the fact that all these guys were young enough to be my kids. So I don't think of it so much about the players in the 30s. I think of it more as the Pedersons and the Hughes who are 21 and 22. And basically when I'm hanging around them, whether I'm volunteering at a kind of charity thing or whether I'm doing a team function, I sometimes wonder if they think, you know, who's this old guy, right? That's old enough to be my dad versus a guy like, say, Erickson or Edler, who I'm at least within 10 years of being 10 or 12 years of their age, as opposed to 25 years away. That's a really good question, Peter Hughes. Also affirms Dexter. Edmund, I was listening to Canucks radio and they were debating which Home Alone movie was better. Which one did you like, Home Alone 1 or 2? I like 1. I thought 2 forced it a little bit, but I haven't seen either of them for many years. No, there's a website that has tiers on it and you just drag the jerseys. I don't know too much about it, but I've seen other hockey YouTubers use it. I think it's called Tier Maker, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Nahal, that's right. I've seen a lot of YouTubers use that Tier Maker, but then I'd still have to record it somehow and then show it. Like I know how to edit videos. I've done actually some good edited stuff before, but it's not really my thing right now, given other stuff I'm doing. But yeah, good suggestion, Nahal. I'll look into that. Lori, Dexter, I don't have a jersey and the players still leave. Don't take it personally. Gershbad, I'm only 12 years old. Very good. Got to add you to my list, Gershbad. Some of you guys know I made this list about 2 months ago, and I started to write down. I still have it. Probably can't read any of my horrible writing, but yeah, I started a list of how old some people are here. So Gershbad, 12. Wow, that ties for the youngest on here. Very good. Andrew, big fan of music parodies. Thank you, Andrew. Any chance we get you and Marie to sing the national anthem together for a game? God bless, brother. Well, Andrew, God bless you too. Secondly, no, you would not want me singing the national anthem. I will gladly play it on the organ, piano, synthesizer, whatever they want to give me. But I definitely, you wouldn't want me to sing unless they are trying to clear out their arena so they can sanitize. But thank you for the confidence. I will leave the singing to Marie, and I will do the playing and the writing. Christopher, hello, Christopher. Thoughts on the Arizona Coyotes reverse retro jersey? Don't like it. I was just looking at that before I came on here. I don't like it at all. I don't like the logo. I don't like the colors. I don't like anything. Edmund, realistically, do you think Canucks will put Ferland on long-term injury reserve and send both Erickson and Berchi in the minors? So Ferland, yes, possibly, but I've talked about this before. You can't force him to go, but if he decides that he will go for at least a year, that saves a few $1 million. Erickson, there's been studies out there that show it's not worth it because of salary, escrow, AHL, NHL. It's actually not worth it to send him down the minors. It's not worth the cap savings. So you just keep him up here. And then Berchi, I think you can bury in the minors though, for sure. The Botch guy. Hi, Clay. Are you ever active on... Is that the Botch guy? Botch guy, are you the one who does all the wrestling Botch videos? Or is that a different Botch guy? Or is that ode to Jason Botchford? Anyways, oh, it is you. That is awesome. I watch your stuff all the time. That's really, really cool. I'm 46 years old. I'm still a wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan since I was 5, 6, 10 years old, watching All-Star Wrestling here in Vancouver, watching Stampede Wrestling out of Calgary, watching Big Time Wrestling out of Portland, the Pacific Northwest. So, and I'm very interested in, I don't know why, maybe I'm a sucker for punishment or whatever. I like botches. I watch shoot fight videos. So Botch guy, very cool that you're here. Thank you. And yeah, I watch your stuff all the time. By the way, Botch guy, I don't know if you did a video on this. Sorry, I completely went off topic because this is kind of cool. When Chelsea Green got injured on SmackDown last Thursday, I'm not sure you did it. I haven't been on your channel in the past week. I'm not sure you did a video how basically they had to change the wasn't really a botch. Well, she just got hurt, right? And they had to change the match on the fly, having what's her name? That Liv girl win. Oh, you did? Okay, you did a video couch. Check it out. But I just loved how the referee was kind of communicating with Liv and with Natalia. As soon as he noticed, I'm sure he was getting buzzed, in the back of his earpiece. And I just love the way that they had to improvise on the fly, on live TV pretty much. And I just find that kind of behind the scenes stuff very interesting, as I'm sure that you do too. That's why you do videos about it. Okay, everyone else who doesn't watch wrestling, who has no clue what I'm talking about, thank you for sticking with me. Botch Guy knows exactly what I'm talking about. And yes. Okay, now I'll answer his question. Sorry for that. Thanks for letting me come back after I went off that weird tangent. Are you ever active on message boards like HF boards, which is quite popular? I'm certainly aware of them, whether it's HF boards or Reddit or whatever, but no, actually, I stick to YouTube. I'm very active on Twitter. I post my stuff on CDC on Canucks.com, although they don't get a lot of traction there. I think if I did Reddit or HF boards, I think I'd get a lot more traction on the videos, but admittedly, I don't do that a lot. I just kind of stick to YouTube and interacting on Twitter as well. But great question, Botch Guy. So cool you're here. I'll have to go watch some of your stuff again. Arsenal, Clay, have you done your shopping for Christmas? Yes and no. We are. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was supposed to say off the top. You may have seen some videos of me falling through my daughter's window, or I posted pictures and videos of our tree and outside. So we are all decorated, both inside and out at our house. And we don't do a lot of shopping. We like to do homemade stuff, especially my lovely wife Gail. So we've prepared many of the gifts already. I won't say what they are, just in case I send one to one of you. But yes, we've done the majority of our Christmas, I won't say shopping, but our preparations are ready. Dominic, hi Clay, how are you doing? I'm great, Dominic. Hope you are doing well as well. Dexter, for the boys around my age in here, what are you guys asking for Christmas? Yes, Dexter is 15. I know Nux is 15, Rios is 16. I remember all this. And there's from 14, 18, 19. But yes, Dexter says he's 15. Nahal says, Clay, what do you think will happen during Christmas? Do you think that we will only be able to celebrate with our household family? Yes, I think that's the way it's trending. And with numbers of 650 a day now, I don't see that changing anytime soon. COVID is annoying. It is, but everyone's got to do their part. The Botch Guy, that's me. That's pretty crazy. Haha. Will G, how about a black Orca jersey with blue and white highlights? Black, blue, and white. I could see it. I think that's that. I can picture that actually. That's pretty cool. I like that, Will. I like that. Botch Guy sure did. Okay, I gotta check out your videos. Petter Hughes, the past three COVID number 654, 656. Sorry, 654, 659, 646. Scary, keeps increasing. Yeah, very consistent, 650 a day, but yeah, that's ridiculous. That's why we had 2,000 for 3 days. Jasper, BC is not good right now. No one is good right now. Nowhere is good right now. No, do John Cena, The Rock, Randy Orton, or The Undertaker still wrestle? I stopped watching once The Undertaker and The Rock left. Cena, no, he's in Hollywood, comes back once a year. Same with The Rock. Randy Orton is the champion. I can't believe I know all this off the top of my head. And Undertaker retired last year, and they're paying tribute to him at Survivor Series next week. There, Botch Guy, if you're still here, that just proves, I just want to show you that I know what I'm talking about. I'm just kidding. You don't need me to prove anything to you. Rome, Stampede Wrestling. You remember that's where Hitman Bret Hart got his start. Dynamite Kid, Davey Boy Smith, Dynamite Kid, Brian Pillman was there. A lot of really great, Bad News Allen, Bad News Brown, a lot of really good wrestlers there. Liam, have you seen the recent rumors that Jimbo was close to offing out money and making space for Toffoli, but then he signed with the Canadians? Yeah, I've seen that. I've heard that. And I've heard that about at least one other free agent as well, that Jimbo was in the middle of either making money or getting Francesco Aquilini's approval, but was too late by the time this other player accepted an offer elsewhere. That's all I can say. But yes, I've seen that rumor and it doesn't surprise me. Lori, we used to watch WWE. It got weird. Sometimes we watch AEW. Yeah, AEW has become a good second promotion for sure. Dexter, when do Christmas catalogs usually come out? I didn't even know they still had those things, Dexter, to be honest with you. Liam, why wouldn't Jimbo just go through and clear cap space anyway? Yeah, I think there's a time where they got too caught up in the Ekman Larson and the Markstrom thing. And the Markstrom thing I've talked about too. If you already know you're not going to give him a no trade clause, on one hand, you should already know that you're going to lose him and therefore not save money for him. On the other hand, I guess you don't want to show your cards too early, and you don't want to basically announce to the world that you're not going to sign it, because that hurts his and your bargaining position. Interesting. Fillmore, RKO versus Drew McIntyre on Raw right now. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that right after this. I'll watch that before I go to bed. Got to get my steps. You guys know that I always try to get my steps, so I have 1,000 more to go, and I'll maybe do it while I'm watching Raw. Dexter, does Kayla still believe in Santa? No, she doesn't. Yeah, she hasn't for a few years now. Nahal, do Sean and Jacob want a PS5? Great question. You know what's interesting, and this kind of relates to the live stream, because you guys remember back in the summer we did a live stream, me versus Sean versus Jake, one-on-one round robin to get PS4 NHL 20. By the way, leave a comment or thumbs up if you want us to do another live stream of our NHL playing. But anyways, you guys might remember our PS4 busted, and then we were torn between getting a new PS4 or waiting till this fall for the PS5s to come out. And at the time, back in March, we decided, no, we're not going to wait 6 months. Who knows how long COVID's going to last. So we ended up buying a new PS4, and it was probably a really good decision. Yeah, it was a few $100s, but we all split it 3 ways. And then we've been using it a lot, either hockey or golf that we've been playing a lot. So they haven't really asked about the PS5, but they also, they did okay between working and Serb and stuff. I think they have more money than their old man. So if they want a PS5, they can buy themselves a PS5. The Botch Guy. We should do something together sometime. It would be a lot of fun. Anyways, a big fan of your positivity. As you know, my channel is 99% positivity. I try to cheer people up with humor analysis. Botch Guy, it's on. Let's do a collab. I'm not sure if we'll do botches in hockey, or if we'll do hockey moves in wrestling, or if we just talk about how positive and how good looking we are. But Botch, yeah, I've watched your stuff. I'll make sure I subscribe, I've subscribed officially, but I'll do that as soon as I'm done. But thank you. Yeah, let's stay in touch. That's awesome. And thank you for the kind words. Mike, you getting a new retro jersey? Yeah, Mike, Sean and I were talking about that today. And yeah, I think we'll get at least one for between the two of us. Nahal, it's so hard to find. The PS5 sells out within seconds. Well, good. Then maybe we shouldn't get one then. Dexter says the Xbox Series 10 or X is better than the PS5. Fillmore Wax, I would know. Stampede was run by Stu Hart. Yep, indeed. Father of Brett, Owen, Bruce, Diana, Davey Boy. You got it. Christopher, I'm 21, Xbox Series X, greater than PS5. Lori, I may follow you, the Botch Guy. I love positivity. Oh, he's good. Dexter, we need 649 cases one day. Well, it won't be like winning the lotto, that's for sure. Botch Guy, sounds good, Lori. Edmund, watch Raw tonight for Orton and Drew McIntyre. Okay, don't spoil anything. Alfred, Dexter, one can wish. Nahal, I'm 14. I'm a PlayStation guy. Xbox is confusing for me. Any gaming console that has more than 2 buttons is confusing for me. Sunny, hey, what's up, everyone? Hello, Sunny. Welcome. Nux, PS5 all day. Clay, thanks for that advice. PS5 is greater than the smoke box. I'm not sure what that means, but that's cool, Nux. Dexter, that's because people were blowing vape into them. Oh, that's not smart. Dexter, thumbs up. Oh, this is about another live stream on the PS4 NHL. I remember that live stream. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You guys remember, I only took the game to shootout because my goaltender stood on his head. Thumbs up. Yes, another stream. Cool. Petter Hughes, how do you think malls during Boxing Day will be like? Normally malls are packed, so I think there's going to limit mall capacity to have lineups outside, which means the sidewalks will be packed. Yeah, that's a good point. They're going to limit the number of people in store. But I think, yeah, or maybe retailers will really, this year more than ever, really emphasize online shopping, just so you don't have the risk of people lining up. But yeah, I know that's tradition for sure. That's a good point, Petter Hughes. Some more thumbs up for live streams. Alfred, would love to see another live stream of you guys chilling. Yeah, it was pretty fun. And yeah, Arsenal says, yeah, Fangirl, maybe one day I can help you with parody. Sounds good. Botch Guy, good looking. Hey man, GLCPC, good looking Canucks Positivity Club. Dexter, Botch, you should get Mike Matson to collab with you. It seems like he's pretty good at wrestling. Dexter, not bad. Remember that choke slam behind the nets? Yep. Botch Guy, yeah, it's been a big transformation. Used to just do stand-up comedy, moved to botches. Now I do reactions and news as well, including streams. It's been a wild ride. That's awesome. Okay, Botch Guy, I'm gonna have to catch up on your channel a little bit. But you still do isn't still your cup of tea where you have your TV on and you're like pausing and slow mowing on your PVR. That's what I remember from your video. So I'll have to check out some more for sure. Alfred, hockey will be back. The 7 from Canada bring on the season. My haiku. Oh, nice. That was a haiku. As you guys know, I'm the master of the haiku, the power of 17 syllables, the 575. If you guys wonder why I call myself the haiku master, it's because I won a Canucks competition, a Canucks video competition when YouTube was just coming out, and we did the ultimate Canucks haiku. Make sure you check it out if you haven't checked it out already. It's like one of the first videos I've done on here. It's got 35,000 views, I think. Hockey will be back. Hockey will be back. The 7 from Canada bring on the season. Yes. And Alfred was a master of the post-game haikus that I would go after this season. Good. Very good. Fangirl, I'm not a PS5 or Xbox. I only have a Switch. I knew you were going to say that because I knew that you had a Switch. Will G, what do you give the Canucks retro jersey out of 10? I'll give it a 6. Not in love with it, but I certainly don't hate it. What other retro jersey is your favorite? The Kings is great. Yeah, Will G, I like the Kings. I like the Quebec Nordiques, Colorado Avalanche. I think the Montreal Canadiens one looked nice as well. Nahal, does anyone here play ice hockey? Just curious. Yeah, if you want to answer Nahal, I don't play well. I play roller hockey every summer except for this year. I'm a third liner. I'm a plugger, and I put my big butt in front of the net and try and screen the goalie and take some abuse and maybe get a puck go off my big butt and pass the goaltender. Dexter, Botch, you could also feature Jesperi Kotkaniemi on your channel. He seems pretty good at wrestling too with his sneak takedowns. Yes, Pedersen has been the victim of 2 takedowns for sure. Good one, Dexter. Says the Botch guy. Arso Matheson has got the body slam down. Dexter, he's a better candidate. Yeah, they talk about Matheson and Kotkaniemi. By the way, if you saw my video today, you heard me butcher Zibanejad's name 6 or 7 times. It was not my best moment. Nux, Clay, do you think winter break could be extended and schools can start late? Global News reporter. Yeah, my wife Gail, who's a teacher of 20 years, she was also telling me that she's heard that scuttlebutt as well. Potentially, possibly. Dexter, I may have missed it, but did you select the Canucks haiku contest winner? No, Dexter, you did not miss it. I need to do that before the next season starts for sure. Good point. I actually was just looking at the list yesterday, actually, so I haven't forgot. I owe someone $100. Petter Hughes, I would like to see Pedersen body slam Matheson. Nux, people say the Canucks jersey looks like a Sprite can. Yeah, Fillmore said that as well earlier. Botch guy, it's been a transition. I do the TV views and lots of frontal views. I'm sure you're talking about the TV. YouTube is a bit picky with showing TV. Yeah, that's true. You got to be careful that way. Great point. Will G used to play hockey, but decided to get a season pass at Big White and go skiing. That's nice. Edmund, are you still shocked Mike Hoffman not signed a team yet? No, I'm not shocked because a lot of the money is gone. So he's got to have to come to a point where he's willing to take X amount of money, and a team's got to clear that money for him still. But shows me it wasn't a priority for sure. But I'm sure he'll still wind up somewhere. Now, I think the Canucks will have the best set of jerseys in the entire league next season if they keep the black skate. We'll see. I think a lot of people would argue, but for sure. Dexter, speaking of Kotkaniemi, he has googly eyes like Perron. Yes, Dexter and his googly eyes, his lettuce, all those things. Nux, Clay, did you celebrate Diwali? No, I didn't. I know people that did, and but no, I did not. Dexter, what happened with Mike Hoffman, Eric Carlson, and one of their wives? Confusing situation. Yeah, basically the wives got at it. I believe Eric Carlson's wife lost a baby or had a miscarriage, and Hoffman's wife said something not very flattering or nice. I may have that story wrong, and maybe you guys should just look it up because I probably just butchered it. But yeah, I don't think that's I don't know if that's right, or maybe it is right. I'm not sure, or maybe that has nothing to do with the fight. It came afterwards. Botch guy, thank you very much for the donation. I haven't had a donation in a long time. I appreciate it very much. No amount is too big or too small. So thank you, Botch guy, for that generous donation. Keep the positive going, man. Big respect for you. I appreciate you. And Botch guy, do you ever give your real name? Or do I just call you Botch guy? Or maybe you kind of, I don't know if you announce it in your videos or if it's over your channel, or maybe you don't give out your name, which is fine. So I would just say right now, saying, okay, there you go, Botch guy is fine. Hey, Botch guy, you give me $2, I'll call you whatever you want. So thank you. Dexter, when I first saw Diwali, I thought it said Rick Dollywall. Yeah. Actually, I saw that on Twitter when I saw Diwali. I saw Dollywall as well. Now it says Clay making cash. Yeah, every little bit helps. You guys know I work for the church. Nux is laughing. I'm not sure what he's laughing at. Maybe the Dollywall. Will G, LL, Botch guy is fine. Dexter, Jazzy B's performance at Canucks games have me laughing. Yeah, I don't mind him. Fangirl, I think I was last week, but in the 2 weeks, YouTube was down worldwide for an hour or so. But one person was live streaming. As long as you're on it, you stayed on the stream, which was weird. That is weird. But I did hear that YouTube was down recently for a little bit. Okay, I've caught up. It's probably because I didn't waste so much time at the start. Maybe we have a smaller crowd today, but it's 10:45. Why don't I stay on for 5 more minutes and then I will finish up. I will go get my last 1,000 steps as I drink my water and watch Raw and subscribe to the Botch Guy. Nahal, Clay, I gotta go to bed now. Thanks for streaming. No problem, Nahal. Take care of yourself. Thanks for being here. Petter Hughes, in addition to Hoffman, the key RFAs like Barzal and Tampa's 3 RFAs might also have to sign for less. Yeah, that's interesting. The Matthew Barzal one's gonna be interesting. A lot of people have referenced that for Ellis Pettersson as the next contract. And yes, there's still the 3 RFAs out of Tampa, including Tyler Johnson. Nuts, thoughts on the Seahawks game? They got to clean up. We talked about it earlier. They got to clean up a lot of their game, offensive line, and of course their defense overall. But maybe they're stuck with who they're stuck with, and they need Chris Carson back for sure. Arsenal, Clay, have you played Among Us? I have, Arsenal. I played with my family. I suck. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm very slow to pick up the challenges. I was very slow to pick up the whole notion of security cams and porting or venting or holing or whatever it's called when you're the imposter. I've only been the imposter once, and I was the word. I killed the first person I saw, and I got busted right away. So it wasn't the best debut, but I do enjoy it. I see the appeal a little bit, but I don't spend too much time playing it, to be honest. My kids play it for sure. Jamie, hey Clay, how's it going with you, buddy? I am great. Jamie Sports Talking More. I hope you're doing well as well. Edmund, any update on Zoom interviews? No, Edmund, thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Haven't done any Zoom recently at work. Being quite busy with a few video projects that I've been tweeting about and stuff at work. But no update on Zoom interviews, but it's something I will get to, especially in December, I think, when things at work slow down for me. But thank you, Edmund, I always appreciate your interest. Nux, what do you think about the CP3 trade to the Suns? I love it. Yeah, I didn't even know he got traded. Someone else mentioned it. CP3, I think he's okay. He's not my favorite player, but I respect his game. But yeah, I don't even know who the Suns gave up to get him. I have to look it up. Dexter, I don't mean to brag, but some of my buddies and I were playing football at lunch with some grade 8s and I got a touchdown. Maybe the Seahawks should pick me up. I don't think the receivers are the issue, but Dexter, that's awesome that you got a touchdown. And I hope you spiked the ball and did some funky dance in the end zone. Botch Guy, what games do you play, Clay? P.S. Make sure you hit me up on the business email. I'll also DM you on Twitter if you have a... Yes, Botch Guy. Find me on Twitter at Canuck Clay. My DMs are open, as they say. And I don't play any games, actually, so I wouldn't be worth... If you're talking about streaming or whatever, I don't play anything. I just play locally. I don't play anything online. But yeah, hit me up on Twitter and we can continue the conversation there. Dexter, you should do a public Among Us game. Put a quote on Twitter. Why? Just so you guys can laugh at how bad I am. Fangirl, you should do an Among Us stream with your family. We have played before, but we just haven't streamed it publicly. Lori, great live stream. Thank you. Dexter, no, I'm humble. Thank you, Lori. Dexter, no, I'm humble. No celebration. Oh, that's good of you. But I've seen you snipe with your mini sticks before you get in trouble. Christopher, I recently saw a replay of my dad of a goal before I was born. The 1994 Pavel Bure goal, triple overtime against Vancouver's Calgary. It said it was Bure's biggest goal as Canuck. That's probably the most memorable Canuck goal in history because of what it meant. We knocked off the powerhouse Calgary Flames. We were the underdog. And yeah, it came just after Kirk McLean made a massive save at the other end. I would say that's one of the most... That and the Dragon Slayer goal, Burroughs from 2011, I think those are the two most famous goals in Canucks history. That's really cool that you saw that, Chris. I can't remember how old you are, Chris. I'm trying to look. I don't think I have you on my spreadsheet. Christopher DeMarco, tell me how old you are, and I'll add you to my spreadsheet here. The Botch Guy, sending you a message right now on my private account. I will look for it. Thank you. Dexter, I have to make it seem like I get touchdowns all the time. You know, that's why. That's right. Act like you've been there. Exactly. Andrew, hi, Clay. Hello, Andrew. Fangirl, when is the next Zoom chat? Fangirl, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that again. I thought it was fun for a change, but I'm not sure if that's something I want to do regularly. I think once a month might be too often. I might do it once a quarter, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do something different around Christmas time, just for some variety. So we'll see, Fangirl. Dexter, like Don Cherry says, act like you do it all the time. Amen. That is a great place to end. Let's act like we do this live stream all the time, because we do. We do it once a week. So this is where you can start typing in stuff in the comments. I do read them before I turn off my computer, but I won't take a peek anymore. So thank you for being here. Before you go, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Go look at the Botch Guy's stuff if you like wrestling. He's pretty awesome. And yeah, like this video as well. I love seeing the thumbs up go up as we wind up. So once again, thank you. I know that you could be doing anything else right now. You guys know that I don't take you for granted, and I appreciate you spending time with me on a Monday night. So in the meantime, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And I will catch up with you throughout the week on through these vlogs. And if you want to follow me and hang out with me via social media and other forums, you can look me up. My full name on Facebook, Clayton Nemo. That's my Instagram is also Clayton Nemo, my full name. And then on Twitter, I'm at Canuck Clay. Okay, friends, thanks a lot. Take care of yourselves. Be safe and stay healthy. We'll talk to you soon. God bless, and go Canucks go.